Okay, this is a dwelling at Port Willunga. Sarah Homes, well-respected building company, and now we can actually have a look at some of the bracing across the front here, and you can see how close together the nails are. You can see the double stud ties also. You can see the floor trusses, which are of a brand that I haven't seen before. And the other thing that's really interesting is the use of LVLs for the lintels, and you can see the high level of bracing. So typical building site, and this is the difficulty that any tradie has, and it looks like they've cut this block into two, and so we have two blocks side by side, and you can actually see some of the detail. Okay, window linings, door frame, temporary bracing, and this is the whole idea. When we talk about temporary bracing, you can actually see through here all of the timber work put into place to lock it into position, which is absolutely critical. Now, the bracing is actually galvanized iron. It's actually quite rattly and strong. So you can see the actual temporary bracing right throughout the entire structure. Double strap bracing over here, which is fantastic, and so that works out really super duper as an example for the design timber frame homes. Okay, so these are your actual tensioners right through here, and I've got to make sure I get my hand. Okay, you can see them there. Okay, fixings, two fixings, and you can see each part as it's put together. Good level, single row of noggins all the way through, and this stuff down here is actually the carriageway for all the flat sheet nailers. So Paslode coil nails, you can see them here, 32 by 2.5, and again, love the way that they've actually put the bracing into here correct, which many, especially on the beachfront, to make sure that everything is square, and that the entail of that is we end up with a very strong structure. And more temporary bracing through here. Have a look at the actual engineering brackets and the tie downs between each section. And so over the next few weeks, which we don't have much time, we can actually see how the actual structure is put together, and the contractors. Now, I would regard this as a really first-rate structure, and the carpentry levels and stuff like that is really good. Okay, see the through bolt down here. Okay, so it means we've got one hole in the slab, and then you can see the tie downs across here again. More bracing, so I'll go out here a bit more, and you can just see the bracing on the back, and just simply to look at the amount of fixings all the way through, and metal sheet does not move. Okay, here's the trusses and some of the other timber for the upper level story. So I drive past here every day, morning and night, and so I'll be watching, and when I see the contractors, I'll explain what I'm doing. And here we can see some of the actual material around, and you've got copious amounts of brace over here ready to go in, and it's just next step. So here's our three stud connection through here, and you can just see the level of actually workmanship, and I am very impressed. Okay, so prime line weatherboard is going to be used as the cladding, and there's 3 packs here. The sheet length is 4200. The sheet cover would be probably around 160. It says it's 170 by 9 mil, which is a very strong sheet. And over here is a sheet of structure floor, now green tongue, indicating that it is actually a WR, water resistant, so used in the wet area. And we can see the ceiling joist through here, stud work. This is normally what happens. It's all put into this position, and this is just generally on-site stuff. Okay, coils of hoopine ready to go in, and so this has been very fortunate to be able to actually see all the parts go through here, and it'll be interesting overall. I'm mortified that they've actually managed to put a blinking power box facing front on the house. You would think it'd be on the side. Okay, steel columns, and I think that'll be video 1. Thank you.